What's today, March 11th, 2025, to order. Can we all stand for a pledge of allegiance, please? Pledge allegiance to the flag, United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Have a roll call, please, B. Here. 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 Thank you. We have a public hearing, appeal number 257841, Donald Flood, seeking an area variance section.
Wait, we're gonna open the meeting, right?
No, I gotta read it first.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I gotta read it first, then we can open it.
The minutes, Joe.
Accept the minutes.
Oh, sorry. I just need acceptance of the minutes from February 25th, 2025.
Make a motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, sorry. Public hearing, appeal number 25, somebody was pushing me to get out of here fast. I'm not gonna say that.
I'm like,
Appeal number 257841.
More confused than
Area
me.
variance, Donald Flood, seeking an area variance, section 24037 district regulations in an R40 zoning district, where 50 feet to the front yard property line is required. The applicant can provide 46.7 feet for an existing front porch to remain, thus requesting a variance 3.3 feet. The property is located at 105 Robinson Lane on 0.93 acres and is identified as tax grid number 6459-03-077339 in the town of Wappingers. Good evening, sir. Can I please have your name and address for the record?
Brian Stokosa, Dane Stokosa Engineering.
Thank you. Can I have a motion to open the public hearing?
I make a motion.
Second.
So please just explain what you need and why you need it real quick for us.
Yeah, Brian Stokosa, Dane Stokosa Engineering here for a front yard variance. There's a new house that was constructed on Robinson Lane, and the front porch extended a little further than it should have. 50-foot setbacks required. We have 46.7, so we'll do better next time to ensure that this doesn't happen again. And we're not in front of Barbara taking up her time and the board's time.
I got you on TV saying,
You're going to replay it too, if I ever...
So we were all out at the house over the weekend. 4 of us went out on Saturday. 1 of us stopped by on Sunday. The house looks really nice. It's more or less centered in the property where it should be. So I personally have no questions or problems with this. I mean, if anyone, any questions, any?
I'll make a motion to approve it.
No, we gotta finish with the public meeting first.
Okay, I'm
1
sorry.
second, okay? Is there anyone in the?
Try to move it, Barb.
Is there anyone in the audience that would like to step up and talk about this appeal? Make a motion to close the public hearing. Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so carried.
I'll make a motion to approve the variance. The benefit can't be achieved by any other feasible means. It's not an undesirable change to the neighborhood, bothers nobody. It's really not substantial. It's 3.3 inches, or 3 foot, 0.3 inches. And, well, it is self-inflicted, but we'll look the other way. How's that?
Sounds good.
Second.
Can I have a roll call, please, B?
Mr. Delacorte?
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez?
Yes.
Mr. Donato?
Yes.
Mr. Lawrence?
Yes. I'm sorry, I forgot to also advise you that we were missing a member tonight, and you had a right to adjourn your case if you wanted, but it passed. So you got your appeal done.
Thank you. Have a great night, guys.
All right, thank you, sir. Have a good night. Next 2 are on for discussion. I got appeal number 257843, an area variance, Elizabeth Tanner, seeking an area variance 240-37 district regulations in an R20 zoning district, where 20 feet to the side yard right property line is required. The applicant can provide 9 feet for the construction of an 11 by 28 garage, thus requesting a variance of 11 feet. The property is located at 132 Chelsea Road on 0.4 acres and is identified as tax grid number 605603481460 in the town of Wappinger. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Alfred Capelli, architect representing Ms. Tanner.
And what are you looking for, sir?
So Miss Tanner, she grew up in this house. She now lives in Beacon. Her parents passed away. She wants to move back in the house, make some improvements to it. We submitted some preliminary plans there. There's a little courtyard in front she wants to fill in, a little addition in the back, and then currently has a one-car garage. She really desires to have a two-car garage, and the only way to do that is to add another bay, so to speak, on the right side of the house where the current one-car garage is, and we're kind of close to the property line on that side. So that's what we're looking to do.
Right, we got your package. Thank you very much. Well laid out. And the plans, the old house and the new house, the changes that you want to make, so. I have no further questions. Does anyone on the board have any questions?
I don't have any questions. I just want to let the board know that this is my next-door neighbor, Liz, or will be.
Okay, thank you.
I have one question. There is no dimension here to what it is to the property line?
Okay, let's see
Or
here.
maybe I got the...
It should be on the
It's 9 feet.
little site.
Oh, yeah, I got it here. Okay, thank you.
You got it, okay.
Yeah.
18.4, is that the number you're looking at?
We also have the 9,
2 feet.
you have 9 feet to that bump
Oh,
out.
to this side.
Anything further?
No.
Nothing? So we'd like to schedule a site visit. We'll come out on the 22nd, on March 22nd, that's a Saturday. We'd like to come out around 9 o'clock in the morning. I think, if I'm not mistaken, there's
20 feet to the right.
a fence along the right side of the property, right?
Yes.
So that's probably the property line, am I figuring that?
He'd be able probably to tell us
Okay.
better than, but it may be illustrated on the survey. You just had a recent survey
Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the question, John.
about the fence location and where that is in relation on the right side between your property and Liz's property. Is it right on the property line?
The fence kind of stops before it gets to the
Yeah,
front of...
it's pretty close. The fence, according to the survey, I think that's part of your package, is actually on Tanner property by a couple of feet.
Okay. Just, we would like to know where the property line is.
That's fine.
Maybe just a stake, something that says, property line or something like that.
Yeah, there's a couple of rods that were set out there.
It's staked out, John.
Okay,
Yes.
and
So
also,
we'll be able to see that, and of course, I'll lay out the garage.
where the new garage is going to be, the 11 by 20.
Absolutely, yeah, we know.
And other than that, did you have a question? I'm sorry. Did you have a question?
No, it's staked out, that's what I was just going to tell you.
Oh, okay.
The surveyor was there recently and
Okay.
put stakes in the ground, so.
Thank you. Thank you. Anything further? Does anyone else? So then we'll come out on the
22nd, 9
We'll
o'clock.
come out on the
We'll see you out
22nd. We're
there.
going to schedule this
And
for
we'll go
a
from there.
public hearing on March 25th. At 7 o'clock. And then we'll proceed from there.
Very good.
I believe B has some
Yes, a little package.
a sign and a little package, and
Yes. No more questions?
nobody leaves without homework.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Will you be there on the 22nd when we come out on? Okay, very good. Very good. Thank you.
Al shows up.
Appeal number 257842, an area variance, Heather Dubetsky, seeking an area variance, section 240-37, district regulations in an R20 zoning district. Where 20 feet to the side yard left property line is required, the applicant can provide 10 feet 7 inches for the construction of a 240-square-foot deck, thus requesting a variance of 9 feet 3 inches. The property is located at 38 Lake Oniad Drive on 1.1 acres and is identified as tax grid number 6257-01-497-894 in the town of Wappinger. Good evening, ma'am.
Hello.
Could I have your name and address, please?
Heather Dubetsky, 38 Lake Oniad Drive, Wappingers, New York.
Perfect. What do you need?
I need my deck replaced. Peak Construction took it down, and it needs to be back up. But instead of, so right now, it's like right there on the end of my, at the edge of my house. So instead of going out towards my neighbor, I want to have it extended closer to the middle of the house.
Okay. Thought I saw somewhere that the deck that's there right now is maybe,
Well, there's a little issue, and I think we've been doing this for 2 years with you. This is taking forever. This survey is brand new, pretty much. This is from November of '23, and with surveys, it's pretty new. So we kept asking for the measurements for the rear. We keep getting 10.7, but this is not measurable. It must have been a bigger one. And if you look on the survey at the front of the house, it's 10.7, but the house kind of comes in. I think they have like 11 and a half-ish, but I can't measure with this, which would help. Also, the propane tanks were moved there. They weren't initially put there. So Peak said they're 9.6 feet away, so I talked to the building inspectors, and we all decided they're far enough away from the side, because we were thinking about putting those as a variance, but we're waiving that. So I'm using 10.7 because these people are trying desperately to get a new deck.
For years.
But I think that it's more like 11 and a half, because clearly, even by eye, you can see that it's wider where the deck is than in the front. So,
okay.
Yeah, the sidewall kind of toes back.
do you have a fence or something there that denotes your property line?
No.
Or did they put stakes or something? Is there a rod or anything there?
There might be remnants of it, because I used pink tape, so there might be like,
Yeah, I'm nervous, I mean, you'd be giving a bigger variance maybe than they need, should you give them this. I just think that that number's important. Also, just for the board, the pool has been removed, because we're looking at this survey, and the shed that's there has been moved into the yard.
yes.
So, on the building plan, which is not for this board, but they're also legalizing that deck. The tanks were legal, we're just legalizing where they moved them to. And some of the HVAC is being moved to accommodate the new deck, so all of this will be taken care of before a CO is issued. So this way, everything you did is legal when you finally get this done.
So, Barb, you feel 10.7 is enough? I mean,
Oh, it's more than enough.
what they can
If
provide is
anything,
10.7?
I
Okay,
think they have another foot or so, but
okay, okay,
I
well,
really- without making a surveyor go back out just for that point,
Okay.
there's no way for me to know.
all right.
So the deck that's there is how big? That's the picture on the survey?
I'm not sure, to tell
Is
you
this
the
the one,
truth.
they took this one down, right?
Yeah, it's done, yeah.
Oh,
they
it's
took it
gone.
down.
Yeah. And so the new deck, see if I'm talking, right, she's gonna go out 12 and then come in toward the center of the house, which is why the HVAC has to be moved. So they're really gonna come along the inside of the house instead of down toward the neighbor.
Right.
Do we have a drawing of what the deck is going to actually look like, or?
Do you have that in the building file, B?
I'm just curious.
The existing deck was like a death trap. I mean, not a death trap, but, it was just really
It was
old
time.
and falling apart, and
Yeah.
so that's,
So you're saying the new deck is coming past the edge of the house?
it's
No.
not going towards the neighbor, it's coming towards the center of the house,
Oh, okay.
onto my property.
So,
So that is clear for the board. When I look at That's 10.7. But if you notice, the house tends to come in away from the side, so it might be 11 something here. The deck's gonna come to the edge of the house, so that would give them, if we use 10.7, and then it's gonna go this way. And it's gonna be 12 by 20 that way in.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Want these back?
I gotta give them back to
Did you see? I just showed Chris,
Yes, I saw it, thank you.
Perfect.
okay?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Barbara. So, ma'am, we're gonna come out and take a look at the property. It's Saturday, March 22nd.
Okay,
We'll be there probably about 9:30.
okay.
Did I tell him 9 o'clock the other guy?
Yes.
Thank you.
Do I need to be there? I mean, I will be, but do I need to be there?
I'm sorry,
Do I have to be home when you come over?
no,
Okay.
no.
I mean, I will be, I just wanted to know, make sure.
If you just make someone aware that we're coming.
Okay.
We just want to, we pretty much take a peek. We might pull out a ruler or two.
Okay,
Sometimes we do, sometimes.
okay.
Is this gentleman from Peak?
No.
Okay. So would you be able to,
My more support. In case you guys deny me, he's gonna fight for me. Just kidding.
I was just going to ask, could you just, mark out where the deck will be?
Yeah, sure.
That's all.
Just, something simple. It doesn't have to, a couple
Okay.
little stakes or something like that.
Draw it on the ground.
Okay,
Actually,
So we can see where it's going to.
actually, if you measure from the corner of the house to what you see as your side going down, you might pass that 10.7. So you can always, so we'll go with 10.7. If it seems exact, fine, but if they have more, you don't have to republish, it's only if they had less.
Right.
okay.
So, but we would only know that from the other property line, right? I mean,
Right, so if they measure out and they get 10.7, and
Okay.
clearly they're not in line, and if they go a little further and they have 11.6 or something, you'll see that.
Okay.
It's saying there's a steel pin pretty close to that location.
Right, so hopefully they can find that.
Because they drew an arrow on it, so I'm
That's what I was
wondering if they
Yeah, on
found
the
that, so
survey,
hopefully we could
there's-
look off of
There's a
that.
pin, it might be 2 or 3 inches under the ground, but if you find a pink ribbon sticking out, that's where it is.
Okay.
And then we'll schedule a public hearing for Tuesday, March 25th at 7 o'clock. So you'll come back to us, we'll tell you what we found, you'll tell us what you want, the public can come up and speak if they'd like to, and
Okay.
then we'll go from there, okay?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Of course. Thank you. I think Bea has some homework for you. And I do believe that that's it for tonight, right, gentlemen?
Yes, it is.
So,
Did we need to discuss anything else? Then I entertain a motion for adjournment.
second. Have to wait for B, I think.
All in favor?
I wrote it down.
Okay. Aye. Thank you.